Hi, this is Lucky Robin, and this is update 8 of the French Biointensive Organic Raised Bed Garden for 2017. I am in Northwest Washington. So I'm over at the onion bed, and there are a few more onions coming up on this side. This is the red Weathersfield. I have not been terribly impressed with this set of onion sets. I planted 2 pounds of onion sets, and I've got 6 really good ones that have come up and maybe 5 that are still down really pretty low. And so I'm not very happy. They should all have been up quite a bit more by now. Now I know that there was a squirrel that was messing around in here early on before I put the netting on, but he only dug up like 2 of them, so I should have a lot more than I do. I got the rest of the copra keeping onions in. There's just a little bit of an empty spot here that I think I'll put some chives in. And of course these are a lot more slender than those ones, but they were planted as little itty bitty starts, not as big little onion sets. Alright, over here the peas are starting to grab the ladder and climb. We have not had a lot of warm weather. We've actually had some fairly cold nights, and the peas always do better if the nights are at least 45 to 50, and they've been in the 40 to 45 range the last week or so. So hopefully, now that it's almost May, we will be moving away from that weather. Okay, so the chard has been doing great. There's been a leap here on, I think that's broccoli there. Quite a bit. This is a lettuce that has self-seeded from last year, and I transplanted it over here. So it looks kind of pathetic, but I think it's gonna do just fine. The green bunching onions are doing really well. And the kale. The lettuce has really taken off. I have not harvested this yet today. I have a bad habit last year of harvesting and then doing the video. So I'll harvest after this time. Look at the spinach. I can start picking the spinach today. And the kohlrabi that's in here is doing really well. Some of them, or at least one of them, has a bulb starting right there. I did put a few things in here. This is Chinese cabbage, and then this is a spicy salad mix. It has, let's see, mustards, arugula, and tatsoi. So it would be hot or slightly better. Now over here, the bee balm is doing really well, but it comes back every year. I barely have to touch it. Give it water once in a while and it's fine. I've got some lettuce in here. I've got some green leaf and some oak leaf. These are some of my favorite. And I planted, see, this is celery, and then this is curly parsley, and this is the flat leaf parsley. Flowers are doing pretty good, except this one. Now, that's my favorite, so I'm kind of sad, but hopefully it'll come back. It doesn't seem to like the cold nights. This one, which is the same family, different color, is doing fine. So I don't know what's up with that. I need to deadhead the bachelor buttons. This is the hyssop that I transplanted. It's a little bit worse for wear, but I think it's going to come back all right. And then the spinach I transplanted, it's a little bit depressed as well, but I think it'll come back. I moved the columbine out of the bee balm. It was getting overrun. Now these are the lettuces that self-seeded over there, and I dug them up and transplanted them. I don't think I'm going to be able to save all of them, but I figured I'd try, and whatever didn't make it, I'd toss. But quite a few of them are looking a lot better than they were 2 days ago when I did this, so hopefully they will come back. And the sorrel and bee balm down here, I'm not sure what we're going to end up doing with that. Gotta get the rest of this bed filled. And the rest of this bed filled. I've got everything out of this end, so we can fill this one now. Strawberries, a lot more blossoms this week than last week. At least in these two beds. The third bed, a couple of the plants have some blossoms, but a lot of them are the much smaller daughter plants, so they don't have as many. So over here, the lobelia is doing well. The carrots that I planted last fall are doing pretty good. Might actually have something soon. I got a couple packs of kale over there. The black, what was it? Black lacinato, I think, and red Russian. Possibly red Russian is lacinato, I can't remember. But one of them, the leaves are supposed to be the really dark, almost black, and the other are kind of purpley. This kale keeps trying to go to seed. This is kale from last year, so if it does, that's no big deal once I get these other ones planted and going. I keep cutting off the flower heads, so the beets are doing okay, but they're getting overshadowed by that one kale, so I might have to do some trimming or possibly pull that plant. That's one that's going to seed anyway, so it's not that big a loss if it does. The sorrel is trying to put up seed heads too. Well, it's succeeding. This sorrel's doing okay. Not super, but okay. That looks like a potato. I've never planted potatoes here though. That's weird. I do have an oregano to replace that one over there that's not doing so good. But most of the herbs are doing great. The calendula's gotten much bigger. The echinacea's gotten huge in comparison. And the transplanted hyssop over there is doing fine. Much better than the other. And the yarrow. Got some garlic chives there. And I have another volunteer poppy coming up. So garden's doing really well for this time of year, even though it hasn't been near as hot as it was last year at this time. I'm pleased with it. All right, talk to you next week.